on first place here, and they're being followed by FaZe Clan. But would you look at the third, fourth, and fifth place? They're kind of almost 800, 900 points away from the first two. But we got 4 more games. Anything can happen. And look which teams are there currently. Liquid, welcome to South Georgia. Cloud9, Penta, Team Vitality, Moonwolf. Anything can happen.
As you said, Dignitas and FaZe both looked impeccable yesterday. Each of them won 2 chicken dinners in total, and that's why right now they're leading the charge. However, Melva, as you said, nothing is over yet. We still have 4 games. We know that each frag is worth 15 points, so it's very possible that a new team is going to step up today, and they can definitely score even more than 2,000 points. Yep. So we're going to see how that is going to pan out. However, I would like to mention that Dignitas, for example, they impressed me a lot, especially on Civil. If you remember in game 2, when he managed to actually claim the victory against Comput, he was in disadvantage, but he stood up to the challenge and managed to deliver for his team. On the other hand, FaZe, they looked great during their group stage, and they won 3 chicken dinners back then. They're playing an aggressive style, and I do want to see more of them. And I feel like they are, right now, the favorites, in my opinion, to take it all.
Yeah, well, they were Group D, if I remember correctly, and in that group was Cloud9 as well. And Cloud9 was really impressive in that group as well, but they're not playing that good right now, so I do expect them to step up a bit today.
Then you also have teams like Tindergulf, for example, that had to go all the way from the Open Qualifiers to the group stage. They've proven themselves, and they are here right now on the 4th place with 1,115 points. So I do expect for them to be within that top 8 at the end, since we know that the top 8 teams are going to win a chunk of prize money.
And Tindergulf, they deserve a movie on our event. I mean, really, going through Open Qualifiers, then to the group stages, and now here, being 4th, it's something incredible for that team.
Yeah, they had to fight it all the way. Overall, Melva, we are going to have a great day. I can feel it. And there is still a chance for teams like Team Liquid, welcome to South Georgia, Penta Sports to make it into that top 4, maybe top 3. And I'm sure it's going to be exciting till the end. But now, match 5, it's finally ready. So let's jump right into it. And we already see that teams did manage to jump out from the plane. And this time, Safe Zone is going to go kind of on the west side of Lipovka here, and we do see Yasnaya being occupied as well. So to be honest, this Safe Zone, anything can happen. We already see a lot of teams in it, and rotations should be easy here.
Did you notice that Liquid is always taking Yasnaya, and they're without any without any team landing near them? We've seen yesterday what happens to the teams that land near Liquid. It was Navi trying to land in Yasnaya. Well, did they? Yeah, yes, they did land in Yasnaya, and they tried to rotate on the compound south of Yasnaya, and Liquid just eliminated them there. After that, Liquid attacked Sensei Esports, so it was just incredible to see. Not one team doesn't want to, you know, start an early shootout with Liquid.
And we already see fights, Melva, Penta Sports taking it really aggressive, taking a member of Meteor Makers here, Nelus, who's a standing player for Penta, proving his worth here and just managing to get that opening kill. And we do know, Melva, how much the kills actually mean. It's 15 points per kill, and they are definitely the tools that can propel you further into the rankings.
Well, 15 points, you already said that, and that means a lot because after 4 games, yesterday, we already have teams that have 2,000 points. And in our Open Qualifiers and in group stages, we kind of finished the qualifiers of 8 games with the teams that would win, you know, that had 2,000 points. So that means a lot, as you can see.
Yeah, I agree with you. But now, Melva, today, Navi, they are running with Uba instead of Shade. We've already seen Sadovnik and Batulins playing as well. And so far, Navi not looking as we expected them to. They're right now on the 16th place. And I feel like they're a team that can potentially do way more. And I do expect them that now in the 2nd day of the grand finals for one game agency, PUBG PIT Invitational, that they step it up and potentially show what they're made of.
Well, first 4 games, well, if I remember right, first 2 games they had a really hard rotation. But then I've seen them rotating really recklessly after that. So
you remember the fight against Liquid?
Yeah, I just said that, and Liquid just eliminated them without losing a player. That is not Navi that we used to play, that we used to see, you know. So it's really interesting to see them play like that. I'm not sure they're kind of reserved, you know, and well, they might not get the first place, but as we already know, first 8 get the prize money. So yeah, I really hope to see them at least getting to top 8.
We've already seen almost a fight between Meteor Makers and G2 here. Somehow G2 did manage to escape, but it was close. And G2, they so far only delivered, in my opinion, in the last match yesterday, when they managed to end up 3rd overall. But they've also made a lot of mistakes, in my opinion, especially with the rotations. So they need to work on that, I'd say.
Yeah, and now V strikes back here. Sadovnik is getting sad from the fly to hospital here down.
Yeah, Sadovnik getting that entry kill and fly to hospital. They didn't play that bad in the first day. They are the team that made it, if you remember, from Group A. They made it through on the 4th place. And now again, Nelos from Penta striking. This time onto the member of Gangstars. So Penta, they already have 2 frags under their belt.
Yeah, pretty good start for Penta here. Now let's take a look at the zone right now. Most of the teams are already in the zone. We do have like 4 or 5 teams out of the zone. And we gotta say that we are starting with 20 teams.
Yeah, and you can already see, just because it's 20 teams, even in day 1, a lot of teams have hard time because of that. Some teams are just more used to that 16-team setup. However, at PGI, they had 20 teams. They had to practice for that. And a lot of teams here actually played at the PGI.
Yeah.
Team Liquid, welcome to South Giorgio.
And they did pretty well.
They did pretty well, especially Liquid, and welcome to South Giorgio. Liquid, they ended up twice on the 2nd place in first-person perspective and third-person perspective. So we do expect Liquid to be that one team.
And you know what?
That is going to step it up.
Welcome to South Giorgio, and at 3rd in first person and 3rd person. And guess who was 4th in first person as well? Navi.
Yeah, Navi also a team that has played somewhat okay during the PGI, but so far they are using different members. We already said Batulins, Sadovnik, and now Uba instead of Shade. So not sure what we can expect from them.
Strong here from the team Sensei Esports, just running away from Liquid. Liquid taking the same spot as they took yesterday when they eliminated Navi in this compound over here. So Strong knows that they're coming and he's just gonna let them have it.
Yeah, so far we've only seen 3 players going down. So that's a bit different than yesterday's matches. We had a lot of early fights, but now by the looks of it, we don't really see that many things going. And we do see that Cloud9 is passing really close to Liquid right now. And we have to mention that Cloud9, they are using Zampa here as a standing player. And we did expect from Cloud9 maybe a bit more, since they managed to win 3 chicken dinners during their group. But now, today and yesterday especially, they maybe performed a bit less than we expected them to.
Well, someone's got to lose, you know?
Yeah,
there are a lot of good teams here, and it's really going to be hard for most of the teams here, especially for our favorites here. Teams like Liquid, welcome to South Giorgio, they need to perform, you know? They need to get that better placing. So it's only first game of the 2nd day, anything can happen.
Yeah, I do agree with you here. And now Gemty is really close to Sensei Esports. And we do see Gemty being knocked by Battlestrong here, being caught completely off guard. And this is really untypical of FaZe. And I'm sure they don't want to start the match with 1 man down. We know how crucial Gemty is for their team. And especially now when AC is playing instead of Haxete. So they've been doing really well, FaZe. However, now without Gemty, and if he doesn't get revived, and I don't think he will from this position.
Yeah, it's a really hard position. Fast face there, trying to flank Libushka here. And he's in a potential danger, but Fastface just going in recklessly.
Now, Fastface, he really wants to save his teammate here. AC and Mexi are providing the covering fire. However, Libushka and Battlestrong are trying to deny the attempt by FaZe. And Fastface already on half HP, so it's gonna be hard for Fastface to potentially revive Gemty here.
Yeah, MC and AC here cannot provide cover because of the cliffs on their left side, and it's gonna be really hard, as you already said. Gemty is down to 20%, and Fastface needs to do miracle here.
Now Fastface is just trying to make a run for it, but I'm not sure if he will succeed here. Libuska should have an eyes on him, and I believe that's gonna be it for Gemty. It's too risky for Fastface to go there.
Yeah, and well, at first it was really too risky to go down in the prism for Gemty because there are a lot of teams. There is always at least one team camping on these cliffs overlooking prisons. So,
but we have to mention, Malva, if anyone can make mistakes, it's FaZe or Dignitas. They have such a huge lead, and them making a mistake, it shouldn't, at least in one of the matches, it shouldn't impact them that much.
Oh, you said you were mentioning Cloud9. They just lost 2 players here. QBF eliminated 2 of them. So
yeah,
really bad start by Cloud9.
Cloud9 also, we did mention it, but QBF also a team that we expect a lot from. They've been the one performing, and especially in the group stages and open qualifiers. But now it's a completely different story. Well, they can't keep up to the performance they had during open qualifiers and group stage. And that's to be expected when you see what kind of teams are actually taking part in the one game agency PUBG PIT Invitational Grand Finals.
Yeah. And let's go back to the prison here. MC managed to knock down 2 players of Sensei Esports here, and they're in a pretty bad position. MC here with M249 and level 3 helmets, so pretty nice gear for him at this point of the game.
However, both of the Sensei players were actually revived, and now FaZe, they're outnumbered. However, Sensei, they haven't really been performing well in the grand finals, but you can't count them out. They made it to grand finals.
We've seen them play.
They're
we know
a respectable
what they're
team.
Yes,
so
exactly.
Definitely we can't just say, because they're not doing that well, that they won't do well in the upcoming matches, and maybe even this one.
Well, it's phase 1 ending right now. 6 people are only dead, and that's kind of surprising because I already mentioned there are 80 players on the map, so everyone is playing really cautiously.
Yeah, I want to see the fights like yesterday. Team Liquid against Navi. I want to see those early engagements, but so far,
well,
we don't really see that.
This zone it was pretty easy to rotate to. It had a lot of roads, a lot of places where you can just easily get into the zone.
And let's see how the new safe zone is going to look like. Really curious to see, and it's gonna go more toward the mansion, leaving a decent amount of teams out of the safe zone.
Yeah.
So I wanna see what kind of rotations teams are gonna decide to do now, and Liquid in a really good position, I'd say here.
Awesome position. Gems and Mista are trying to rotate. They have pretty easy rotation right there. Dignitas as well is trying to rotate, but we see shooting here at the south part, and Maverick from the team Purple Cobras is down, and he won't probably be revived. Penta with 3 kills.
Yeah, and it was all the time Nelos Malva, a standing player that I mentioned. He's playing instead of Chronex, and he's been delivering very early in this match 5. So Penta, they know they have to catch up to the points, and they're basically taking fights left and right, and that's impressive to see.
Yeah, indeed. Well, we've seen them perform in group stages, and nothing but good words for Penta there, man.
Yeah, they made it at the 6th place in the GLL Season 2 Grand Finals, so they're definitely a capable team. They managed to outperform Navi there, so they can definitely play up. They also They also managed to win 2 chicken dinners at that event.
Yeah.
So that's not an easy feat.
And again, guys from FaZe are trying to rotate a bit recklessly into the zone. They're getting shot by the Vitality here. And barely they managed to survive 18 plus phase. They're down by, well, let's just check that out. Yeah, they're down by 1 player phase. So they really need to play it a bit more carefully.
Yeah, now that you mentioned Vitality, we did see them dominate their group back in the group stage. But now they've been looking okay. However, their late rotations into the safe zone and the decisions they've made weren't really on point, in my opinion.
Yeah, and that's what you just said happened again. So they lost a player and another player, 80. O'Connell here just, wow, my god, just destroying FaZe here.
FaZe
so FaZe down, well, to 1 player, and we already know that FaZe are 2nd on our leaderboard at the moment, and if they get out as the first team here, they won't get any points. So players, teams like Winsight, Tinderglow, Liquid, and Welcome to Star Giorgio are welcoming this opportunity.
Yeah, they've been caught off guard already on multiple occasions, so it's not really surprising to see that FaZe is not doing that well, considering what we've already seen during this match. And now Moonwolf is being shot at by Gangstars, and O'Connell, he only has a sliver of health. However, he should be able to heal up and survive this encounter.
Yeah, he did just kill 2 FaZe players, so he's okay, but he wouldn't be okay if Mini Fridge here had any scope. So he had a red dot and that's about it, so really lucky for O'Connell there.
However, Cloud9 is also close to Gamestars here, and so far we are not really seeing a fight between them. I don't think Cloud9, after losing 2 players initially, I don't feel like they want to fight this.
Yeah, they definitely don't want to fight that, and neither of the teams will risk it. So they're pretty safe in that positions there, and I don't think that anything will happen there, mentioned.
Yeah, I do agree with you there. And Gangstars, a team that managed to make it by the skin of their teeth in the group stage, finishing on that 4th place in Group D. If I remember correctly, beating Chaos by 10 points.
Yeah.
That was such an epic photo finish by them, just performing in that last game. And I do want to see more from them here in match 5. They had, I believe, decent placing in the last match yesterday, match 4. But the rest of the matches, they haven't really played that well. At least they haven't placed highly. So I do think they have a potential. They are a young team. And let's see what they can do in the 4 remaining matches today.
Yeah. Well, it's phase 3 now, and we got 14 people down already. And the new zone is favoring the middle of the circle. So most of the teams are already there. We do have 3 or 4 teams out of the circle, but they will have an easy rotation. All will have easy rotation except for G2 guys, because they have like 2 teams in front of them, and one of those teams is Meteor Makers. Meteor Makers is down by a player.
Yeah, and now we do see Purple Cobras trying to rotate here, and they're being shot by Vitality, but so far they are fairly successful rotating. QBF as well passing near Vitality. Vitality so far not really landing any shots here on the rotating teams. But now a lot of teams are centered in the middle, Malva, and I'm sure we're gonna see some knocks at least being happening here.
Yeah.
And now Jambavi is in face with Hello Senpai. Hello Senpai will win that fight. And I'm not sure why Jambavi decided to leave his vehicle, but now Hello Senpai is gonna get knocked as well. Lockwood is down. It's all up to VZ for Purple Cobras here. I'm not sure about this rotation at all.
Yeah, we see here that Welcome to Star Giorgio are in a bit of trouble here in the swamp. So let's just jump onto Gaxi here. Gaxi and Miraku are kind of close, but they had 2 people down, so Miraku and Ward are the only one left standing for them.
Yeah, and they have to deal with Balok here, who might be the last player for Ghost. He needs to fight it on his own. Can he take down Ward here? That's the question.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if he's aware of the Ward at all, so Miraku is coming from his back as well.
Yeah, so many trees at this location. Teams can use it for cover, and now Balok is just deciding to leave it as it is. He is the last player, Merva, for Ghost. A team that has already been struggling for 5 games, I'd say.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what they can do differently here.
Liquid in a pretty decent position over here. They're just shooting at the rotating players and the players in the swamp area. But did you know that a few patches ago, it was like 6 months ago or something, this swamp area to the left of Liquid, right of Liquid side, was clean. It didn't have even a rock to hide behind. So imagine if that happened, if that was the case now. A lot of teams would be eliminated in under a minute, man.
Yeah, I do remember that. And now Maxi, he is the last player for FaZe, rotating with the Jeep, but he's not being shot at right now, so maybe he can get that good ranking for FaZe in the end. But it is surprising to see both Ghost and FaZe and Purple Cobras already being down to 1.
Yes, 1 player. And MC, I'm not sure what he's doing. He's looking for a fight here. He should just try to hide. I mean, okay, they're second with a huge amount of points, but you don't want to end up getting out as the first team, you know?
Yeah, and now we did see QBF knocking a player from Gangstars here. It's Teflon, but he will be able to be revived. And now this compound here, so many teams. We have 4 teams in this compound, Malva.
Yeah. Now let's look at Yasnaya's side. Phase 3 is about to end in 15 seconds. And Winside Compot here, we remember him from yesterday playing an awesome game. I believe it was the second game of the Grand Finals.
Yeah, he played well, but we already did mention it. He had a chance to win that chicken dinner for the team.
Yeah.
In the end, he kind of failed against Civil.
Yeah, but Winside did get the 3 players eliminated fairly early. And he was the only one left standing, and getting to that second place for his team is just awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Winside, a team that we didn't really talk much about, but they're here, they're fighting. They don't care who they're playing against. They just want to show a good game, and so far, in my opinion, they've been rather successful in doing that.
Yeah. Penta rotating a bit recklessly into the zone right there. G2 Zifun is knocked by the zone, and I'm not sure why, but I don't think he has any meds, because they've been batting in the zone for quite a while now. Most of the teams is trying to rotate, and Liquid here looking pretty solid in this position.
We also see King Club and Flight to Hospital rotating from the east side here. They have to pass Gangsters and potentially QBF, and also they have Moonwolf on the south, so this might prove to be very lethal for them.
Yep, Penta Brexto is getting Steven down for G2. So yeah. G2 down by 2 players.
Yeah, G2 again can't really seem to catch a break, and Steven is gonna go down here. He's already knocked, as we said, from Braxco. So
yeah, and on the other side we have Moonwolf just destroying the guys from King Club here.
And we do see Team 13 is out. That's Purple Cobras, as Basie is gonna die to Maxi. Moonwolf also, as you said, getting some huge damage onto King Club here.
Yeah.
That rotation, as I said, it's gonna be lethal in the end. They did suffer a lot here, and
Dignitas trying to rotate into the zone really recklessly. Well, most of the teams just needs to do that. We'll see the skirmish between the Navi here and Welcome to South Giorgio any second now.
Yeah, and now MBS LOL is already out of this match. Navi is still with 4. We do see Welcome to South Giorgio with 3, and I wanna see how this fight is gonna go down to Navi. They need to step it up and they need to win this fight. Team 22 is out. That's Dignitas. They died to Liquid Melva. So both FaZe and Dignitas not having rather a good game here. Ghost Gaming is out as well, as Balok is gonna die to Gexi. And now, Welcome to South Georgia. They need to focus on Liquid.
Navi just trying to rotate a bit northern into the zone. Just trying to skip fight with Welcome to South Georgia. And I'm not sure if they're even aware of them.
That they should be aware of them.
Yes, I know they should be aware, but they're acting like they're not, so this could go really bad for Navi here.
Let's see if Pokamolodoy and Uba can maybe do something today. Uba playing instead of Shade. Let's see if maybe Welcome to South Giorgio can get on top of this fight, but it's gonna be really hard for them. And I do believe they just spotted Miraku. Gexi is spotted as well. He's gonna go down to Pokamolodoy. Can Vardy and Miraku do something? Miraku is knocked. Vard will get Sadonic and Uba, but can he get the rest? No, he can't. Welcome to South Giorgio is out, and Navi, they finally show up.
Beautiful play by Navi. I did expect them to step up, and they're doing just that. They're just wreaking havoc on this map.
Yeah, that was an insane fight, but also Dignitas going out to Liquid. We kind of missed that one out, but Liquid, by the looks of it, they only lost a single player in that engagement.
Well, they had a pretty nice zone for the time being, and I'm really curious to see how did they lose a player, man? Someone was trying to rush in or something, because they have a nice position order.
Now, Melva, we are down to 16 teams. Looking at the safe zone, I'd say Vitality is in an okay position. Also Liquid.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if the new safe zone is gonna go toward the west, I'm really curious to see how the rotations from the mansion will go, since there are 4 teams there.
15 seconds, 10 seconds, and we'll see the new zone, and it's gonna be really hard for most of the teams here.
Yeah, Sensei Esports is out courtesy of Vitality here. And now, as I said, Melva, the new safe zone is going to the west, and we will see now how the teams from Mansion are gonna try to reach that safe zone. But I can tell you now, it's not going to be easy.
It's not going to be easy, definitely, but FaZe here looking really in a hard position right here. Max MC is just surrounded by most of the teams here, and I'm not sure how he's gonna do this rotation. He just needs to bat in the zone a bit. He does have decent amount of meds here, so he should just do that.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the teams with the highest chances here are QBF and Gangsters to rotate from there. G2 is out. We are down to 14. Penta in an engagement with Tindergold now, by the looks of it. But so far, no knocks. And only knocks on the win side, esports side. And I believe it's Tindergold that's taking care of them. But now, Penta against Tindergold. This might be a huge fight here, Melva.
Yeah, it is already Penta just destroying them. And they're in a pretty bad position. They need to rotate into the zone a bit. And I'm not sure how they're going to do that because their vehicles are kind of disabled.
And now Celis and Hollywood are making a move, Melva. I'm not sure about this. Penta, they have 4 players alive. We see Tindergold players in the open. Can Nelos maybe get another kill? It's going to be Udir knocking Hollywood. But Udir is going to go down himself as well. And now it's 3 against 3 here.
Yeah. And we see that Na'Vi are rotating towards Liquid here. They already eliminated the rest guys from the Meteor Makers, and it's gonna be Na'Vi versus Liquid any second now.
Yeah, let's see that fight. Can Na'Vi maybe get the revenge here? We've seen what happened to them yesterday when they engaged Liquid, and that wasn't a pleasant sight, Melva.
That definitely wasn't a pleasant sight. Now we see that the only one left standing for Flight to School is Vitalia there, and the phase.
Now Pokamolodoy knocks Ibiza here, but he's gonna go down as well. Mista goes down as the second player for Liquid. Now it's all up to Semti. Can he survive with his team? He most likely can't revive Mista and Ibiza. Now we still with the 4 players. They need to revive Pokamolodoy here.
They're in a pretty bad position over here. They need to rotate into the compound over there, but we see that Winside is trying to do just that. And Liquid in a pretty dire situation here. Only Samty is left alive, and he's being surrounded by 3 teams.
Yeah, and still FaZe Maxi is doing so much. He's the last player alive, but he managed to knock 2 of the Na'Vi players here, Melva, from behind.
Yeah, Pokamolodoy in the smoke here. He doesn't have a lot of time. Moonwolf is reigning supreme on the map right now, and the zone is closing down right now.
Yeah, this is such a mess. Now it's Maxi against Vitalia from Flight to Hospital. Who's gonna get on top? Of course it's gonna be Maxi. He is still playing out of his mind as the sole survivor for FaZe Clan here.
And we kind of missed that Penta got destroyed by the guys from, was that Tindergold?
Yeah, that was Tindergold, yeah. But yeah, I mean, that fight was looking that it was going their way, to be honest.
Yeah. Now Na'Vi with 3 players just pushing up, and Samti is trying to rotate into the zone. Liquid looked just so good most of the game, and then the zone just well, the zone was on them again, but they kind of weren't that good on defending that hill, you know.
Yeah, what can Samti do now? He's trying to rotate, passing through multiple teams here, and he just needs to survive. Liquid, they need a better placing than top 11.
Definitely, they need top placing here, so it's all on Samti here.
And now we still have to see Vitality rotating from the south together with King Club. Also Moonwolf more to the southeast side, where we also see a single player from QBF. But I don't think the fight between Tindergold and Penta is over just yet, Melva.
Yeah, it's not over, definitely. But now Tindergold looking far better position than Penta here. Penta down by 2 players, and their rotation will be pretty much close to impossible here.
Yeah, them, well, as you said, Udir and Kane, they need to do something, and Tindergold, they seem to just wait for Penta right now. So I'm not sure if Penta will be able to get a good position here.
Yeah. Samty knocking down a player for King Club there, but Moody just stealing those kills and killing both of the last players from King Club.
Yeah, and King Club is out. We still see 1 player from Flight to Hospital. Vitality is also making the entry to the safe zone. They need to take care of Radiant and Samty here. Monkey is gonna go down, and Radiant only a sliver of health. Samty is also low. Can Radiant do something more? No, he can't. He will remove Monkey from the equation, and now Vitality, they should be aware that Samty is in the smoke.
Yeah, and Vitality down by a player, but they do have 5 kills, so Vitality, a really nice game.
Yeah, Vitality finally being able to pull those rotations and do it in a successful manner, so to say.
Na'Vi on the northern part of the map are getting down compote, and they still have 2 players for inside. Pokamolodoy is the one leading the charge here.
Yeah, I do think that is the case, but now I do think we are going to see a fight between Tindergold and Penta here. Celis, Milav and Martin are making the approach here. How is this gonna end up? Udir, he misses initial shots and gets banished for that, or up to Kaint now. In the end, Tindergold, they just wiped them out, and feel like Penta could have done more here.
Yeah, well, they had an upper hand. They were kind of not that decisive when they got to the 2 knocks on them, so they were just waiting for them to start rotating, but Tindergold just playing it well till the end of the game.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and feel like they could have done more, but they still have 3 more matches. We're gonna see how they will perform, but Tindergold looking really impressive. And now, Melva, the new save zone is up. It's only Moody from Cloud9 and Samti that are in it. However, they are, by the looks of it, well, at least Samti is the sole survivor for Liquid, and both Moody and Zampach are the last player standing for Cloud9.
They're in an okay position because most of the teams that have multiple players are outside the circle, so they will just need to fight those teams. Samti and Moody just need to stay put, you know, because as you already see, Vitality is down, and on the left flank they have Tindergold. Navi is coming as well on Win side. Those teams will need to fight each other.
This is gonna be a huge fight, and Pokamolo already taking heavy damage. It's CIS teams fighting each other. Can Winside remove their countrymen here?
Yeah.
Moody is gonna be knocked courtesy of Celis, and Tindergold just playing amazing. Now Kompot is knocked by Hollywood. So it's 3 against 3 right now, I believe.
Tindergold, 8 kills with 4 alive.
Yeah, Tindergold
looking incredible.
Yeah. And they are within top 4, Melva. Yes. They have 1,115 points. A team that has made it from the Open Qualifiers to the group stage and now to the grand finals. They're fighting so hard.
Yeah, Samti here in pretty hard position. I'm not sure why he didn't shoot on Milav there. He was the only one going with a car in.
Yeah, now Samti, as I said, in a real difficult position. He's being surrounded by Tindergold. He has Vitality behind him, and I'm not sure what the legendary player from Liquid can do here.
Yeah, most of the teams are around the outskirts of the zone. I'm not sure why Ubach is getting so close to the win side there. He's getting some shots from the guys from Tindergold, and they need to just stay put and stay down and wait for the next zone. Navi in a pretty decent position, while Tindergold, they need to push a bit more in, and it doesn't seem that like they have a lot of cover there.
Yeah, they do not have a lot of cover. However, they've been playing amazing, and I do expect them to keep up with the performance. However, now Hollywood does get knocked, and still Tindergold, they lose Celis now. Well, he has a sliver of health, and Tintem is out. Winside, they've been removed by Navi here, and we are only down to 11 players and 4 teams standing. And now Tindergold is taking some heavy damage here. I believe it's all up to Milav and Martin for Tindergold.
Yeah, Milav and Martin for Tindergold, and on their side, Navi 11 kills with 3 players alive, looking pretty solid.
Yeah, Navi together with Vitality. Vitality also 3 players alive, and it's something that's alone. Surrounded by everyone, and this is a tough position for him.
Yeah, he needs just to wait there and hope for the best.
Yeah, well, that's basically the only thing he has right now,
yeah.
a hope. But who knows how the fight will escalate. It might go into his favor in the end.
Well, in the favor of Tindergold, I think that the first fight that's going to occur is going to be Navi versus Vitality here, if Vitality decides to push this side.
Yeah, that is most likely going to be the first fight. The teams that have the most players will, by the looks of it, fight each other. And now Uba under heavy fire. He's gonna be knocked by Jazza. It's all up to Batulin and Pokamolodo. Pokamolodo taking heavy damage as well. He's knocked by Martin. And now Batulin, the standing player for Navi, he needs to make it happen.
Yeah, it's a really hard position. The Vitality are really nicely spread around, and just incredible plays by Vitality. But
yeah,
still,
Vitality.
This is I think Navi's best game on.
Yeah, they are finally getting a footing together with Vitality in this match number 5, Melva.
Now, Liquid and Navi in almost same position here.
And now Vitality, they seem to be the favorites here. They still have 3 alive, and they do have some smokes at their disposal, but they first need to take care of Batulin here. And Batulin is gonna go down. We are down to 3 teams. It's Tindergold, Liquid, and Vitality. Vitality with 3 players, Tindergold with 2, and Samti, the last remaining player for Liquid. Vitality, by the looks of it, they are making the advance here. They should be able to spot Milav here relatively soon.
Yeah, he's laying down, but still, It's really hard to spot anyone here, and I think it's over for Liquid, and it is. They're out as a third team. Well, not that bad as well for Liquid.
Yeah, not that bad, and Samti, he survived for a lot of time. And now Martin actually manages to knock Shadow, so it's 2 against 2. Milo gets Oraxi, and now it's all up to Jazza. He's half HP. Tindergul somehow, some way turning this fight around into their favor. Can Jazza revive Shadow here? That's the question.
Milo and Martin smell blood, they're just shooting. They're just trying to get some lucky shot through the smoke there. They know that Jazza is trying to revive Shadow. He just barely manages to do that, and it's 2 against 1. Shadow on a sliver of health.
It's 1 against 1, Melva.
And that shot cost them the game.
Tindergold, they win the match. Unbelievable performance by them here. They also had the 2nd place finish in match number 1. Now they finally win it. And to be honest, Vitality, they had the lead, but just couldn't do it in the end.
Pretty well played by Tindergold, and they didn't have any luck with the zone either, because when we see them there, when we see them fighting against, who was that on the left side? I think it was Penta.
Yeah, I believe that
Penta had the upper hand there.
For a moment.
Well, not for a moment, for a whole minute there. They even had